Hi everybody, it's Jessica, back with another video. If you notice my audio quality today is different, I'm using a desk mic from my roommate. I'm trying to get the audio quality up because my headset audio quality is super not great, but it's a headset, so we expect, right? So if this goes well, I'll probably pick up my own mic. So it's Xeno Diablo time, and I am super excited because if you know me at all, you know I'm a dark main, a scumbag edgelord dark main. So Xeno Diablo, I didn't actually think Xeno Diablo would ever happen, like back when they first started doing the Xeno weapons. I thought there would be like the 4 non-light dark elements only, but I am pleasantly surprised. Here we are with Xeno Diablo. So let's go over what I'm running first. My team right now is just like good stuff light characters. Lucio, Jeanne d'Arc, Cyril, who's underlevel because I just 5-starred him. Amira, who's not quite capped out yet, and Clarice is super underleveled. This has actually been enough to get me through Nightmare 120, no problem, so you might, like, there's nothing particularly special about these teams. This team is just good light characters. I would run Granblue if I have her, but I don't. I will be sparking Granblue, as I mentioned before, and I'll probably be streaming that, making a video of that, so stay tuned for that. As far as my grid goes, it is a manga light grid. I have a Lucifer, but I run Chevalier Luminera instead. By the way, if someone can tell me why it's Chevalier in Japanese and Luminera in the US version, I'm really curious to know. Because, like, I understand the difference sometimes between names, but that seems like a drastic change. Anyways, I run her instead because, being the manga grid, I want a Luminera plus a Lucifer, and I find it's easier to find high-level Lucifers than it is to find Chevaliers. Plus, my Lucifer is only like 100%, because I only have one of them. As far as weapons go, I only have one Luminera sword. I will use more as I get them, but I just haven't gotten any. Hope they just put out the patch which ups the drop rate on Luminera weapons, so hopefully I'll start getting some more. I've got guns. They're FLB for the most part. These two are not. These two are MLB, skill level 15 and 10 respectively. I have been holding off on FLBing these just because, 4-starring these just because I know I will replace them with swords, so I didn't really want to spend the gunstones. But given the rate swords drop for me, I might just FLB them, just because swords don't drop for me. Cosmo gun, you can use an EX weapon here or whatever. The Huanglong, if I'm saying that right, Gauntlet for another EX weapon, and Bahamut Dagger, so pretty standard. But yeah, Nebuchad Lumen is my main hand weapon because I'm a gunslinger, and that's actually pretty important if you want to run Gunslinger. Just because if you don't use this, you're gonna have to reload all the friggin' time. Nebuchad Lumen lets you reload on an Oogie, which is super good. It also gives you like a bigger critical effect when it gives you other buffs. It's good. I definitely recommend it if you want to run Gunslinger. Last thing I mention about that, since I don't talk about Gunslinger very often, is it's 6 bullets. Different guns will have different bullets. This is the very quick guide to Gunslinger. You want 6 bullets, just because the less bullets you have, the more you have to reload, and also the bullets themselves are very powerful. You can see what I'm running right here. I believe at the time of saying this, these are the strongest bullets you can get. Bullets are kind of pain to make, I'm not gonna lie. So, Xeno Diablo. I am not gonna go over Extreme. I actually tried to make a video of Extreme, and for my power level, which I feel like is not that high, I mean, if you're running a weaker grid, then maybe you'll have some trouble with Extreme, but I was trying to make the Extreme video and I killed Diablo in like 2 turns, so I was like, oh, this is a very interesting video, so I'm not doing that. I'm just going to do the Nightmare 120. The sweet spot I find for any of these long-term farms where you're going to need to get a lot of stuff is if you can your team can just kill the extreme version by autoing. That way you can just turn on auto and go do something else. because the only thing you really care about are the nightmares for the items. You can get some drops. You can get the blade itself to drop from the extreme version, but that's fairly rare. Just quick look-see. This is the weapon we're all trying to get, which is quite good. If you haven't seen the Forge version, its stats are super high. Like, it's got like one of the highest attacks in the game. Its attack is higher than Gisla, and it's got like 2 mirror images on the Oogie. It's real good. So I'm pretty excited. Might try out Dark Swordmaster, see if that's a thing once I get mine all the way built. So Xeno Diablo 120. We're gonna just dive in. Hopefully this goes well. Doing it live. Doing it live out a Lucifer 130? Ah, bleh. Okay, we'll use a lowly 100 Lucifer. Let me see if the other tab has another Lucifer. Sure doesn't. Okay, whatever. We can do it with a 100 Lucifer. I'm just gonna feel dressed doing it. So main things about him, let's see. His normal attacks have a chance to inflict a thing called Tainted. Why do I need so much? Tainted will make him target you with Disbane, which inflicts a dot on you called Dark Corrosion, and also does like a flat amount of damage. Other things he does, I'm reading off the wiki here, I'm not gonna lie, just because I haven't really been paying attention as I fight him. He casts an ability at 75% called Joust Pulse. It damages all enemies and gives them double attack up. We'll talk about the rest of the stuff as it comes. I'm using Double Trouble with the Gunslinger. There's actually a trick to this. Double Trouble will give you triple attacks while it's in effect, and Early Shot does not consume Double Trouble, so you can actually get a triple shot from Double Trouble if you use it with Early Shot. Trying to optimize the order in which I do stuff. By which I mean, like, use all the skills that buff and then do the skills that damage. And I'll go ahead and use my lowly 100% Lucifer for the attack buff. So Lucifer gets a double nuke if you Oogie first, but I'm just gonna Oogie again because it's gonna be a little. Or sorry, I'm just gonna nuke now because it's gonna be a little bit until I Oogie. So here we go, the triple attack on the early shot. And when you do this, you can do a triple shot on your earliest shot, and then when you attack, you'll do another triple. And then that will get you an Oogie range to just Oogie to reload. It's really quite nice. So I might have the 75% or not. Bad at numbers. See, but now I'm at 100%. So basically, using Double Trouble, even though you're not using a spear and getting the full effect for your old team, it gets you Oogie like basically by turn 2, which is good because I'm out of bullets. So this will reload me. What is this symbol? Oh, this is Tainted. So he'll use his special attack on this character. If you want to like try and prepare for that, if you need to, that's something to know. So anyways, I will go ahead and reload with the Oogie, which won't draw its effects because first of all. So he'll do this Just Pulse. The next trigger is at 50%. That'll fill all his charge diamonds and reset his bar. A thing to know is he's also vulnerable to paralyze between 50% and 20%, so if you're running Song, you can paralyze him. So I'm going to use Triple Threat for the triple attack. Another thing to note about the triple attack is that triple threat makes your attack critical, so you get some extra damage from that. Also, note that like Gunslinger hits really hard. Like I'm hitting for cap basically with Gunslinger. That's just Gunslinger. Like the bullet, the damage bonus from bullets is huge if you're using the highest level bullets. So he might actually hit his 50% trigger from this. The main thing about doing these nightmares is just being aware when you're going to hit a trigger or not, just because you don't want to get destroyed by trigger. This is slightly laggy, I know. Not sure why. Like, Coitus was super... Xeno... Coitus? Someone, like, post below and tell me how the hell you're supposed to pronounce that. But the Xeno Water person thing was super laggy for everyone, I think. Okay, so this will get him his trigger. There we go. Fills his bar. So at 50% he'll use Enigma, I believe, which is a multi-hit dark attack, and it will put death down on the last attack. So nothing super complicated to worry about. Still got 3 rounds, so I don't need to reload. We'll attack again. Oh yeah, that also resets its mode bar. That 50% trigger. Ooh. Oof. Okay, there goes Xeno Dark. We'll pull a Mira out, I guess. Get the multi-attack boost on Mira, steal up Anne's bar to get her close to her demon form. Use my early shot. But yeah, again, this is why you use Nebuchad, whatever. Because otherwise I would have to reload all the time. As you see, I'm at Oogie again, so I don't need to reload, because I'll just Oogie to reload. So at 25%, he's going to disbane again. Is disbane actually a word? Like, is that supposed to be disdain? I don't think disbane is a word. Whatever, he'll disbane us. Enigma is the multi-attack that inflicts a death down on somebody. It's not... I mean, it's a decent amount of damage, but it's going to be fine. I actually should use pot, though, on Serial and myself. So I'll get the triple threat again, and then the double nuke on Lucio. Turn a Mira into a demon. I don't actually remember what the... Remove the buff, whatever. I mean, I might as well use the Chevalier summon. If you've never used a Mira before, she can turn into a demon, which gives her a Dark Echo, and just gives her better stats overall. It's kind of a cool thing about her. She's a bit out of date, like she's been a bit power creeped out of the meta, but she's still a decent character because she's a good like double attack, triple attack buffer. Super lagging now that he's got his giant ball out. Oh, there's Disbane again. Like, the main thing to watch out for, I guess, is Disbane just randomly killing one of your guys. Again, not that big a deal. And then I'm gonna use Apollo for the damage boost, and also for the Veil. 4-star Apollo has a Veil added to his damage boost, which is super nice. So this definitely will give him a 25% trigger, so he will Disbane somebody. I don't think anybody has Tainted on them though, so maybe he's wrong. I'm not actually sure what he does with this, when he hits a Disbane trigger if no one has Tainted on them. Amira's a little bit awkward to use, not gonna lie, just because since she's like old Vera before Vera was buff. She needs 100% her Oogie bar in order to change forms, so it makes timing her Oogie with everyone else's Oogie, charge attack, whatever, a little bit different. He's almost has 20% trigger. He will hit 20% from this Chain Burst. That gives him True Power Plus, and then his mode bars reset again, and he gains immunity to gravity and paralyze. So if you're going to paralyze him, it's too late now. Also, he gets a giant red ball for reasons. By the way, when he enters Overdrive, below 20%, he will fill his charge bar for 2 turns. So get ready for a lot of Oogies from the boss. He's going to Oogie, so I'm going to use Vortex Dragon for a defense boost. He's almost dead, so we'll just bring this one home. Again, sorry for the lag. Not sure what it is. I think this is just a laggy Xeno, but it might also be because I'm recording this at the same time. I'm actually upgrading my computer tomorrow too. I ordered a bunch of parts. My computer's like 6 years old now, and I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2. And Destiny 2 is super well optimized, so it runs alright on my computer, but like, it could run better. So I decided to pick up some computer parts and finally give the full computer an upgrade. I might post some pics, tweet out some pics, so you follow me on Twitter of my upgrading process. It's been a long time since I've actually built or like added parts to computers, so it's gonna be interesting. So like I said, like Clarice's level like 55 or something, and it's fine. Like it's fine. It's enough for this. Xeno Diablo is honestly not that hard. At least if you have a semi-decent light grid. Like I don't think my light grid's like anything amazing. It's just a Magna light grid. A fairly well-developed Magna light grid, but it's just a Magna light grid. Out of the Xenos, I think the hardest one in my experience is the Earth one, Xeno Maha? The Earth one. I'm butchering these names. Just because, one, I hate playing Wind, but two, that one's got a ton of like debuffs and stuff you actually have to worry about. And Wind doesn't have as much ability to build. But yeah, so that is 120 Nightmare. The raid version, it's the raid version, just call help, do as much damage as you can, but this is the one you'll want to get if you can do it. If you're having trouble with it, you can do one of the lower ones like Nightmare 100. The only difference is you get more of that, more of these things, the Wraithbind Fetters, and you need a lot of those. You get those from Nightmare, and then occasionally from Raid, though a guaranteed rate from Nightmare. It's just a drop from Raid, so it's random. But you get the anima from the Raid, the true Xeno Diablo anima. So you're going to want to do the Raid. You get items to host the Raid from doing Extremes and Nightmares, so just host them when you can. If you are for some reason short on animas, just go ahead and join people's raids. There's always a ton of them up. But yeah, that is Xeno Diablo. I'm going to give you a quick look at the weapon, see what you're working towards. Sirokarte-san is in a Christmas outfit. That's so cute. So, here we go. True Phantom Demon Blade, or whatever. So stats after forging. So after you forge it, it becomes True Phantom Demon Blade. And look at that attack. 2835. That's huge. Massive damage attack. Massive damage on foe. Sleep. And then 2-hit mirror image. So if you're chaining Oogies, you're going to just be mirror imaged all the time. Massive boost to dark attack, of course. And then you get a boost to multi-attack and dodge rate when you have mirror image up. So, like, I think the main drawback of this weapon is it's a katana. So your options are like samurai, which is not that good a class, ninja, which is not that good a class, super niche, and then swordmaster, which is a decent class depending on what sword you're using. I don't have it, it doesn't show it here, but the abilities for this one actually seemed like Swordmaster will be a decent class. I'm probably going to play around with Dark Swordmaster. But yeah, even if you don't main hand it, it's still a Xeno weapon, so it's definitely worth getting. Anyways, that's all for me. I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for coming, and yeah, if you have any comments about audio quality or anything you'd like to see, just post down below. I definitely read that stuff, and it will definitely influence like what I do for my next episode. Thanks, bye. I just realized I don't have OBS up, so I can't sign off properly. Okay, bye now. Mwah.